It's a rare condition this day and age to read any good news on the newspaper page. And love and tradition of the grand design, some people say is even harder to find. Well, then there must be some magic clue inside these gentle walls. 'Cause all I see is a tower of dreams, real love bursting out of every scene. As days go by, we're gonna fill our house with happiness. The moon may cry, but we'll smother the blues with tenderness. As days go by, there's room for you, room for me, for gentle hearts and opportunity. As days go by, it's the bigger love of the family.
Hey, everyone. Look who's back. Aaron Berg.
I'm Mike.
I should have forgot he's Mike. I like your hat, Mike.
Thank you.
Tell us what you do, Mike.
I sell a tool and a nail.
You were very chatty before the show started. Do you remember who
I
you
like fucking my cousin.
There you go, Mike.
Does this hat make me look like a cousin fucker?
I hate to tell you, that hat looks fantastic on you.
It does look
The only
fantastic
thing
on
that
me.
looks better on you.
Watch this. Boom, capital.
My abacus, dang gummit. Now, the only thing that looks better on you than Mike's hat is Dave Landau's sweater.
I borrowed Dave's sweater from Blowjob Fest.
Keep rubbing my nose on the fact that I have yet.
I got to be a guy this year.
lucky, fucking. Oh no, you don't want to be a guy.
Oh, you don't. Last 2 years, I was a girl.
Yeah. Oh, I hope I don't have to be a guy again.
I'm Mike.
I know, Mike. You said that.
How are you?
Good. How's your hat? You like your hat?
I love this hat.
It's a good hat.
It lets you know that I'm Mike.
Yeah, and with tool and nail.
Tooth and nail.
Tool. By
Tool.
the way, do I look different?
Delta Dabbler, you're free to have left. I cannot say that I would blame you.
I got the call.
And again, I know I said I'd start at 1, and normally I'm good for that. And then I usually do play a little classic in hot water clip. Look, I'm wearing a fucking visor. Oh, golf's on. Hold on, let me turn off golf because we're on the YouTube and they're fucking commies. Those niggas at YouTube are commies. What was I going to say? Oh, hi. I didn't see you there. So, hold on. There you go. Like a goddamn professional. So, no, Matt Fagati, no hangover. So I apologize, but I don't apologize because I lost track of time. But watch me explain how I lost track of time. And then let's pretend that anyone that still lives in the world of fucking appointment TV, hey, loads, hey, push-ups, that anyone lives in the world of appointment TV can be like, oh, Gene wasn't on at 1. Well, the thing I was doing, as you saw, is it's the weekend. Happy weekend, everyone. And I have 2 hours to kill before I have to go to a gay wedding. It's what happens when you marry a beautiful woman who happens to be a liberal and a fag hag. I'm not kidding. I will not rest until Geno and Frank are restored. So what I did, this thing isn't going to work. This visor is not going to work because it's distracting, and I can't wear it like this because, look, I can't. So what I'm doing is I says Mabel, I says I'm looking for an episode to put up this week for the bonus content on Patreon because I cannot thank you fine people on Patreon enough. And everyone who's on the $10 tier, everyone who's on the $10 tier of the Patreon, why can I never find this? Let me fucking be professional. There it is. Why can I never put it there? Why can I never find the Patreon? In hot water, $10 tier, you get a bonus episode every month. But, once a week, you get a classic in hot water. Now, here's the problem. When you go to look at classic in hot water, you have to scroll through each one. Why? To make sure there's not gay porn. Like, let's say I'm scrolling through and I'm like, this is a great episode. It's when we pretended we were moving to Texas, right? And then there's a guy blowing a guy, eating a guy's ass on a jet ski. And I'm like, I don't remember this part, but yeah. And then there's another one where I didn't even look any further, but apparently a guy's ass with a giant Q-tip and floss. And I'm like, this is what people enjoyed. And I said to myself, I'm like, well, we can't do that. We can't do that. We're not going to do that. So I said, let's not do that. So we didn't do that. Shout out, Angelo. Afternoon, Angelo. Hats gay. No, you're gay. Thank you, Delta Dabbler. So while I'm frustratedly going through clip after clip, while I'm frustratedly going through, ready for this? 560. Now, porn. 561 episode. This is November of 2020. No. 562. No, porn. 563. I'll be damned. There's a guy's dick. 564. What is that woman? And one was beautiful. And I was tempted to do it because it was great. It was when we moved to Texas. And one of our fans, P. Bell, she's since passed away. I don't know if you know this. Beautiful woman, had cancer, fucking went into remission. She was fine. But since she had cancer, they made her get vaccinated. And she was dead within a year. Weird, because this was in 2020. So I couldn't show that one. You see where this is going. So I have 2 hours to kill. I already had a cigar, probably going to have another one. So let me walk you through my morning. But hey, guys, thanks for hanging out with the good guy. This thing's got to come off. This thing's got, I'll wear it like that. Hold on, maybe I can, no. Like this is how I normally wear, but this would even look dumber. All right, I'm going to get a headband. I'm going to fix my hair. But so here's what I got. So I get up today. That's not bad. I just got to get a real haircut. So I get up today. Afternoon, Angelo. This is how I started the day. I had one of these delicious, and I even posted a picture of it. I had one of these delicious in hot water cigars. Oh, Pete, am I right? Oh, I smoked one of these in hot water cigars, and I know what you're saying, Gene. Well, I always start at 1 on the dot, Peter, but it's always some silly little video. You can't go back and check because there's no timestamp. So after I enjoyed one of these, and I know what you're saying, where do I get one of these? Tell them, Pete, Peroni's Hidden Treasures. You order your cigars now at Peroni's Hidden Treasures. You email them, $30. They send you 3 with the logo. And I'm not kidding. These are delicious cigars. How do I know? Because this nigger tore through one today while I was just sitting there relaxing on my stoop with the kitty. I even tweeted a picture because I'm telling you, I'm starting to realize, why don't I just shut up, people? I'm like, why don't I just start tweeting more pictures of my feet and such? Not because for any other reason than it really does bother people. And some people like it and it gets their attention. Joey Dago, Ange. Shout out to Ange who's making lasagna right now. I talk to my people. I fucking love you guys. What's your favorite show ever? The Autumn Wind is a Fencer, Joey, but thank you, Joey Dago. Joey Dago came along. So yeah, what did I do? Here are the pictures I was sending out to the wife and stuff. Oh, good stuff. So I will say this, Angelo, if you're watching, I fucking went into the bag because I had cigars 2 different places because you people are so generous. And I realized I have a nub left, but I'm not smoking the nub. I'm going, and I have a shit ton of these Romeo and Juliets that fucking our boy Kevin Dombrowski likes. But I think I'm going to break into one of the Angelo ones and look at this. Look at this darky. Look at this fucking dark horse. Oh, by the way, this is another reason I lost track of time because, as much as because I cannot thank my mother-in-law enough for paying my rent. And so I could live here in Section 8 housing, whatever people say. Look at this. So this is what I'm doing. Come on. Hold on. There we go. Look at me. There's me hanging out with the kitty. Did it pop up? Add to stage. Sorry. There's me hanging out with the gato. Look at your pretty little niece, Peter. Look at her. Oh, hold on. Let me do that. So I don't. Oh, look. Hold on. Make a little bit. Look at my baby. Look at that. In hot water cigar with 6. Oh, I know. It's adorable. And then I thought I took another one. Well, then there's this one because this is another reason I'm running late. Getting ready to come out and look at the little girl wants to hang. My perfect little gato wants to hang. So it is a beautiful day. And I was taking in the beautiful day. And one of the things I did as I took in a beautiful day today, woke up early with the wife. The wife's got to get early to the fag haggery wedding. And I shouldn't say that because these guys are great and I fucking love them. And it's a good fucking time. So I wake up with her and get ready. We have coffee. And then but we don't have good coffee because her coffee is, that stuff you make in the fucking espresso shit. And Daddy don't like that. You know what Daddy likes? A good old fashioned Maxwell House. So, well, any fucking brewed coffee. So what I do, and then we'll get to a little golf. What I do is, people, I fucking grab my rosary beads. I walk a little. I get some air. And I'm like, well, let me grab some coffee. And damn, ladies and gentlemen, damn. If fucking Maxwell House isn't on sale for $4.50 a can, thank you, fucking President Trump. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Maxwell House, the kitty. If you look in the upper right, that's the hair I brush her with. Those orange blurs, those two orange blurs are actually the socks I'm wearing today. I fucking had to dig them out and find them because it's a flashy wedding. And I threw them on the bookshelf there. So there you go. And there's some books I never fucking read. So I got me some coffee. I brewed that. And I tore through one of those cigars. Shout out, gay bitches. So that was fucking nice. And then as I'm walking back, hold on. I've got to go. Shit, I've got to go get a cutter for this and a lighter. So let's kill some time with this.
Chad loves chugging dicks.
Right back, people.
Chad loves chugging dicks. Whoa! Chad
be right
loves chugging dicks. Chad loves chugging dicks. Stacks them up. That's his fix. Sticks on the dash. One more in the mix. Crowd goes wild when he grabs those dicks. Chad loves chugging dicks. Loud and proud. Party tricks. Count them down. Yeah, he never quits. Whole place screaming. Chad loves chugging dicks. Chad loves chugging dicks. Chad loves chugging dicks. Chad loves chugging dicks. Whoa! Chad loves chugging dicks.
Now, for those of you who don't know what a win-win is, let me explain why I do that. Because I think it bothers Chad. Does it bother Chad? Maybe it doesn't. But to understand, I'll never know. But in my mind, I use the flat cutter for these. But in my mind, it bothers the fuck out of Chad. So I play it. And when I do, it makes me happy. No, zero tolerance. You don't wear rosary beads. I keep them in my pocket sometimes. So I'm going to enjoy this delicious, what is it? Cavalier. Ooh. Black 2 Cavalier, Geneva Cavalier. Let's see how this is. So as I'm walking, and again, doing a little dabbling, we'll be looking at golf and making silly bets in a moment, doing a little dabbling. But so as I'm walking to get this delicious Maxwell House coffee, which goes so good with your second cigar in as many hours. No, Joey, it's a gay wedding, Joey. It's a gay wedding. So that would be, Joey. It wouldn't be good. Would not be a good thing. Oh, by the way, Curtis John, thank you. Oh my God. I'm so stupid. What I should have done while I was fucking stalling, and I'm dumb, is play the fucking roast of Max Loads done by our dear friend fucking Curtis John, who fucking he played it yesterday. Sorry, and I'm just adjusting as I go. Sorry, Pete. Curtis John, I'll be listening. I'm going to drive, so I can't chat today. But haven't you done enough? Haven't you already done the Lord's fucking work, Curtis John? It's in the Pete folder. I will. You know what? Why don't we listen to the whole thing while I enjoy my cigar? But I'm going to put it up on the Patreon for free. Yes, to try and draw people to my Patreon, to get them to come and maybe be free subs. Although when you're on Patreon, no one ever goes from free to paid. They rarely ever do. They often go from paid to free, which is another reason I cannot thank you loyal Patreon subs enough. So, and that thing will be going up this month. But there you go. Make sure you sub to the Patreon on In Hot Water. I cannot thank you generous people enough. Thanks for the 2, Curtis John. Let me see if I could find the Curtis John thing. Oh, here it is in the Pete folder. What? It's not in the Pete folder? It's not? Oh, it's right here in the Pete folder. Hold on. What we got here? There you go. Sure.
Retards. Curtis John asked me to call in to roast Peter Bisconte. I'm like, who? He said, Max Loads. I'm like, oh yeah, that guy. So here I am. Just a reminder, I'm not a professional joke writer. Neither is Geno. If you don't like my humor, go fuck. Yamata. Oh my. Geno is so gay. Even Keanu is questioning her gender and sexuality. At this point, it's very rude that Pete keeps calling Keanu a bird brain behind her back. Just say it in front of her. She's too retarded to even know what it means. By the way, Geno, your wife is beautiful and so sweet. Unfortunately, I've seen bigger tits on a 14-year-old boy.
So good.
Maxine isn't Pete's wife's real name. She got that nickname when the Hispanic maid walked in on Max, plowing her from behind, and the maid yelled, ID. Os mios! Maxine, Maxine. Maxine has a really bad fear of mall Santas. Did you know that? She has a good reason, though. Last Christmas, Pete took her to the mall after having sex. And when Maxine sat on Santa's lap, unfortunately, he grabbed her prolapsed asshole, mistaking it for a stocking. Can you believe Peter stole my mantra? MAGA to describe his huge mule. He calls it the MAGA mule. At least he didn't steal Kamala Harris's mantra. I'll suck a dick for that seat. Fun fact, Pete's mule is so big, it's measured like they do. Horses in hands and not inches. Pete's dick is so big, when he walks into the swingers club, they call him the room wrangler. The whole room gets roped into giving his MAGA mule a standing ovation. The ladies can't wait to get some ropes from that massive hog. Last time Pete and Maxine went to the swingers club, Pete pulled out his hog, and the wife of the other couple screamed and said, wow, that cock is massive. Her husband turned to her and said, don't get too excited. It's not even hard yet. Pete's balls are so big. Last time he was at the nude beach, the attendant tried to grab them and go make a fresh pina colada with those coconuts.
Gold.
When
Gold.
Pete and Maxine would sit out at the nude beach, Maxine would get irritated. Every time Pete would have 3 or 4 white women try to keep his hog wet and get it back in the ocean. They thought it was a big white beluga whale.
That's my fave.
Did you know the nudist colony, Pete, used to be a member?
Let me explain Mr. Trump's joke. Have you ever seen a beluga whale? That is what Max's mule, Jackson Pete's hog, looks like. Sorry, Mr. President.
Made him wear a condom while around other people. It's all because of the time he sneezed and got 3 women pregnant. They finally had to kick Pete out of the nudist colony at the beach. Every time he would turn around, his huge dick would knock over umbrellas and all of the fruity drinks too. Good night, everyone. By the way, I found out why Pete hates Bob Fan of Paw Trees. Pete feels disrespected. His nickname isn't Bob Fan of Max fucking Loads. Go fuck yourself, Bob.
Shout out Curtis John. And by the way, I keep forgetting to ask Curtis John, and that will be going up on my Patreon for free. I mean, there's a link that no one follows on Curtis John's page. So I could put it there, but it's easier to put it on my page, and I appreciate all the hard work. And I'll actually put in the link, Curtis John's YouTube page, where you can find other Max Loads gems. But I'll say this, the beauty of, like, the reason I had to show the whole thing, because we were having so much fun yesterday. Thanks to everyone who comes by a bonus load on Friday. It's more and more fun every week. The best chat in the business. Shout out, gay bitches. And I will get to those 2 super chats. Thank you so much. Make sure I didn't miss a Rumble rant where we actually fucking enjoy ourselves. All right. We did not, so we're good. I'm imagining Curtis John made that by just reading into, because he wrote the jokes. He's fucking amazing. Fucking amazing. And it was fucking great. And Matt Fagati, I am not hungover because I fucking got so drunk. I passed out at 9 o'clock and came to when my wife came back from the fucking rehearsal fag hag dinner. I got to stop saying that. But I came to at 11. I came to at 11. Are you happy with yourself? And I'm about to start drinking again. Are you pleased? Are you not entertained? And I will get to the other two super chats. I'm not blowing them off. I really want to address them. But the thing I was saying, Matt and Pete, is I'm assuming Curtis John, he's driving. You know what? Why are we not just calling Curtis John? I'm sure he can talk on the phone. And let's talk to the man, let's give props for 1 second to the man that fucking made this fucking shit go. Hold on. Here we go. Going to the chat. If you can answer the phone, because I just want to fucking give him props. Calling Curtis John. Sure, a guy like him has a fucking thing.
Go for Curtis John.
Dude, fucking, I finally played the whole thing. And the reason is, and I remembered watching it, obviously, second half as funny as the first. The chat's going crazy here. And again, I'll say it out loud to everyone because they just heard it. I'm like, it's AI. Did you use AI? And you said false human. You're like, AI would have been much funnier. My ass. But here's the thing I have to ask you that I'm fairly certain. So you read these jokes into like whatever turns it into Donald Trump, right?
Correct.
And then at the end, you have to pause because you're laughing at your own brilliant jokes. Or should I say idiotic jokes? Am I right? Because Donald Trump was laughing at some of his jokes.
I made that in the system. I can make him laugh. I can make him say things a certain way or whatever. But see, what you don't know is the non-Geno chat. I was throwing some of this stuff out there long before, and I was fixing them and making them change them a little bit around and that kind of stuff.
Dude, it's fantastic. I'm going to put it on my Patreon page for free and, try and sucker people into the page, but it's fucking fantastic, buddy. I don't know. Max is pissed. Now he hates you as much as Bob fan of Not Max. I'm going to call him Bob fan of Not Max Loads. That's what I'm going to call him.
The look and sound of your brother yesterday when he went on Chat GPT and found out he is the Max Load.
Yes,
what's the best thing I've ever had in my life?
Yeah,
I swear to God.
he's like, oh, that's just what the fuck? Yeah, because the other Max Loads is irrelevant now. He's irrelevant.
Who?
Yeah,
Who?
and I'm embarrassed. Oh, look at Curtis John picked up a pen while he's driving. Oh, Pete's like, not true. But yeah, dude, Fridays get more and more fun. I cannot thank you and the rest of the chat and all the idiots enough, my man.
Well, I don't know how much more bullshit I can come up with, but I'll keep trying every week. So, I want to thank you for letting me be a part of the show. I want to thank Pete for being so kind and letting me shit on him all the fucking time. And then also I want to tell everybody in the chat, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys laughing at my dumb shit, and it makes me happy to make you laugh. Like the thing about Pete, and I love it, because in Hot Water, if you've seen it, I was always the guy that was the butt of the jokes because I could take it, But there were certain people when they were on suddenly, Carucci and Schultes, if they were on, they were the butt of the jokes. And Loads is the same way, and it's a compliment. It's like come on. Pete just put the Chat GPT is terrifying. Top-notch work, Curtis. Pete says. All right, drive safely. I look forward to videos of you hanging out with your grandchildren calling me gay. Cannot wait, my man. Thank you. Love you, guy. And hey, tell your wife I love her too.
I will. I'll tell Legs. I'll tell Legs you love her.
All right. Thank you.
Wait. That is a credit where credit is due, my friends. He is just so funny. And by the way, in honor of that, let's have a little bum tea. Yeah. Good old fashioned. This is the recorder container that got it going. Little polio. And I got to tell you something. Not like bum tea, people. And I'm going to get to those two big $2 super chats in case Who, What, Why, and Ryan are still here. But yeah, get a flat. Love you, KJ. He's the best. By the way, Angelo, glad you're in here. I am smoking this fucking. See, this is a slow burn. The fucking what is it? Cavalier Geneva, the Black Mule. Oh, good Lord. I have not heard Steve's Unhitched. The good Tupperware, excuse me. Yeah, this is, by the way, that's what I remember. Thank you. Hey, Angelo, I'd love your, and Joey Dago. I always thought polio was string cheese people and all this stuff. I got to admit, I like their regatta better than the Galbani. Those are the two options at my local fucking supermarket. It is a smoother, creamier regatta. And they don't fuck around. The ingredients in my bum tea, pasteurized milk, whey, cream, vinegar, and salt. I highly recommend the polio cream cheese, cottage cheese. One more time, ricotta cheese. And then save it to put your bum tea in. There you go. Ricotta. So, it's funny you should ask, Ryan, because this will be the dabbling portion of the show. And I'm sorry if you guys are dabbling. There you go. By the way, I didn't see this time. Because I have to do something with my screen so I don't miss super chats when I'm on a different one. Shout out Bob, Fan of Patrice. Pete, you don't have to listen to this. Thanks for the tool. Bob Fan of Patrice says, Curtis John, next week you could have Pete talking about how much he loves schwugs. We will know that's AI. We will know that's AI and not true. Thank you so much, BFO Pizzle. I love you, buddy. You are the schmoopest. So, wrong button. I'm getting this. Hold on. I'm doing something here. I'm doing something, people. What is this? Did I close it? No, I did not. All right. So, perfect. Hold on. Doing this. I'm just doing this because I need to be able to see what I'm doing. And I can now. Perfecto. All right. That. Do this. All right, we're back. Who, what, why? Look, believe it or not, I'm a huge Gavin fan again. I know that doesn't sit well with some people. But again, the more shit comes out, especially what we did, especially what we watched yesterday. The Tulsi Gabbard thing. And some guys, I got to show you, some guys like typical dudes like, I'll show you on Twitter. Some guys like, I used to be a fan of yours, but COVID did break you, blah, blah, blah. Shut the fuck up. I'll address that in a minute. But I was listening as my last day in LA, and I'm sitting there listening to the clip Stalin put up. And I'm like, this probably works out for him. He had 3 Heineken that he thought were zeros. Who knows if they weren't. They called him, you tested positive. So he doesn't go to jail. He just gets the DUI, which he has to have. Okay, because if he's going to go 90 days, and thank God he did it now and not 89 days in, okay, because Gavin said it. This is the summer of Gavin. Okay, it's the 10-year anniversary of the Proud Boys. I think it's 10 years. His family's coming in. It's the World Cup. He's a little patriotic. It's the 250th birthday of America. Thank God he failed that now. That's what I'll say about Gavin. The only man in the past 7 years to fucking not me a job with cause, to fire me. If you're not sure he fired me, ask Chad. I called him on the 19th. I called him fucking 2 years ago yesterday. Idiot. Ryan, how thoughts on Pat Dixon celebrating Juneteenth? Well, it's funny you mention it because that is what I did today. It takes me right back to the story. Bob Fan of Patrice. How did I miss that? Bob Fan of Patrice says I should change my name. No. You will always be Bob Fan of Patrice. That is how the legend was born, my friend. That is how the legend was born. So it's funny you ask, Ryan. Shout out. Thanks to the two. It's going well when the cigar goes out. Because as I'm walking today, I'm walking here. Remember that clip? As I'm walking today, people. What was I going to say? As I'm walking today to get my coffee, finish my rosary, I pray. I pray for people like Pat Dixon and Kevin Brennan. I'm listening to a little show called Tukey. I'm listening to a little show called Badabblin' Live. As I know, it's probably still live. These guys fucking go. And as I'm listening to this show, and I'll take you down, thoughts on Pat Dixon. As I'm listening to this show, I hear Kevin Brennan on. And Kevin Brennan is doing a Juneteenth celebration today, as is Pat Dixon. I've talked about Pat Dixon repeatedly. Like, do you understand? Keep calling him a cowboy. Because if winning is doing what Pat Dixon did, being 10 months behind on your rent, fucking breaking a guy's jaw because all the money you're spending is on Adderall, fucking taking your ex-girlfriend who you hate, tricking her to drive you to Cleveland, Ohio. It's Cleveland, Tennessee. There's really a place. Hey, Alexa, is there a Cleveland, Tennessee? Alexa, is there a Cleveland, Tennessee?
Yep, there's definitely a Cleveland in Tennessee. It's a city in Bradley County, about 127 miles from Nashville.
That is where you can find Cowboy Pat Dixon, people. That is where you can find Cowboy Pat Dixon. And I've said it. You can look, here it is. Here are my thoughts on Pat Dixon, Ryan. You ready? Simply put, I can't believe it's 4 years since that woman-beating deadbeat hack exiled himself to a Cleveland even worse than the one in Ohio. I remember it like it happened yesterday, but you don't need to because Cowboy Pat Dixon posted this on his Instagram. I'm going to say it again. If you don't get the definition of delusion, this is what happened in Pat Dixon's mind. And if you think I don't love this, then this will lead into the clip of Kevin Brennan. And I'm sorry, but this, in the bigger picture, is the universe provides. The universe will genuinely give you what you want. And look, Pat's an ass. He's out of fucking New York. He's out of everyone's way. He's a fucking piece of shit cholesterol that no one needs to deal with. But in his mind, Pat Dixon put on his Pat sticker and said, Geno's too loud. I'm going to go assault him in a bar in front of Donald Trump and Elvis Presley, ladies and gentlemen. There you go. There you go. And I punched him. And, Geno was that might have been the face I made when he used his short left hand. And he's commemorating the day Pat shut Geno up for a few short moments at Sullivan's bar. All right. And that's how it happened. That is because you can check my social media and everything I post, it's usually my cat or my wife or my feet or my gigs. But that's I think it's fantastic that fucking you wind up where you wind up. And again, I think it's wonderful that everyone's like, somebody on the Twitter put Amex broke you. No, Amex broke you guys. You guys are worried sick about it. I mean, if my wife could tell you all the times I pop up in a cold sweat going, is that Amex at the door? Is that Amex on the phone? Pat's got your money, but he doesn't. Well, we're coming after you. You do that. You do that, credit card company. You do that unsecured debt. How's Geno getting by? It's almost like I have credit with many companies. And the one that fucking took the brunt is one of the first companies to shut down the world for COVID. One of the first banks that said, don't tell them, but if we shut down the world, they'll rely on their credit cards and credit card debt will go up. And we will increase the burden of debt on a debtor nation. Okay. Well, I'm indebted to dear Pat Dixon for fucking commemorating that day with that punch heard round the world show. That's all I have to say about that. That is Pat Dixon. Now, getting to Kevin Brennan, as I'm walking back, this is the other thing. So another thing I absolutely love is the whole Kevin Brennan disaster debacle. Because if you don't get that Kevin Brennan is a moron, and look, the more you do something, the better. The more you like something, the more you do it. The more you do something, the better you get at it. The better you get at something, the more you can get paid for it. Now, 10 years ago, I'm not going to say Kevin Brennan loved doing comedy, but he was great at it. Why? Because Kevin Brennan loved being good at comedy, and he worked at being good at comedy. I tell this story all the time about Kevin. Kevin heard some guy was on Conan O'Brien, I don't know who, and he's like, why the fuck is that guy on? And he's like, Louis, get me on Conan. He got on Conan, he killed. I'm not saying Louis said, put this guy on. Kevin earned it because he was fucking funny. Then he was doing Letterman. Then he's at the Comedy Cellar and all the places. And he does the podcast, which I did several times because I knew Kevin. He was normal. He loved that. And he did it a lot and he got better at it. And then he got paid for it a lot. He got a fucking development deal from HBO. He's got and he had fucking the pilot. And much like I say in the punchline, where I threw up at the party after my wedding, just the shot I had, or as Kevin Brennan says, Geno threw up in the middle of his wedding. And according to Chad, I still live in the place I rented that he sublet for 4 days. Much like all that silliness. Kevin, now, the more you do something, the better you get at it. The more you like something, the more you do it. The more you do something, the better you get at it. And the better you get at something, the more you can get paid for it. Kevin Brennan, 2025 and 26 and 24. Kevin Brennan likes getting money. Kevin Brennan likes getting money to read super chats. Kevvy Brenny or Kevin Brennan But when Steve said Kevvy Brenny, I loved it. Kevvy Brenny makes a shit ton of money to read super chats that shit on people and make him feel better about himself. A man in his mid-60s who still has to put 2 kids through college and is in a marriage of desperation with a woman that stopped loving him ages ago, from all I can tell, and I hope I'm wrong. But again, this is what we talk about. What I believe and what are true may be 2 different things when it comes to these dabblers, but what I believe makes me happy, and me being happy is all that matters. Because to quote Sheryl Crow, as my brother always says, if it makes you happy, it can't be that bad. Okay? So, what Kevin Brennan does now is read fucking super chats to the point of I never said, okay, let's put something aside right now. I never said I was winning. You guys think winning, you guys think this is about winning. You guys don't seem, and if you don't believe me again, watch this, I'll do it again. If you think I think I'm winning and you don't think I'm winning, then you win. Who, what, why? You win. You win. I'm not winning because I have multiple lines of credit. I'm living a fucking life I genuinely enjoy. And watch this. If you think I'm lying, you win. I'll use the term winning for you. Who, what, why? $2. That's winning in your book. In my book, fucking, you know what? You know why I'm winning in your terms? Because I'm right. And never was I proven more right about everything I said than when Kevin Brennan went and ate his ass so bad at a lower tier. No offense to my buddy Mark, but he'll be the first to admit Rodney's isn't really the Cellar or the Stand or Gotham. But it's a great comedy club now, isn't it? So that's kind of fucking winning for me, if that's the word you want to use. I just like being right and patting myself on the back. And if you don't get that Kevin Brennan went to a comedy club that was beneath, that he would, I'll put it perfectly without insulting anyone. Kevin Brennan went to a comedy club. It's like Trump, you know what? We'll call it like Trump 45 and Trump 47. Kevin Brennan 26 went to a comedy club. Kevin Brennan 2026 went to a comedy club that Kevin Brennan 2019 would never do. And fucking Kevin Brennan 2026 ate his ass so badly at that comedy club that fucking Kevin Brennan 2019 would have been disgusted and would have spent a week making fun of Kevvy Brenny 2026. But Kevvy Brenny 2026 is so brain fried that he doesn't even realize it because he's too busy going on Tukey to talk like a fucking retard. Would you like to hear it, people? I would too. And if you don't like the dabbling, don't mind. This is just for me before I go to that gay wedding and get silly. Now, as I was saying, put yourself in my shoes. What I'm doing here is, why can't I want to disable the chat? All right, it doesn't matter. We'll do it like this. It doesn't matter. I'm just being anal. I'm just being anal, and I want it to be a big screen, but we'll just do it sideways like this. Because again, yeah, it doesn't matter. It's not about the word. It's not about the picture. It's about the word. So here we go. I'll put myself here even. All right, so you're just going to be listening. So as I'm walking to get my delicious Maxwell House coffee, and at this point, I'm so addicted to just black coffee, I will drink fucking the cheapest coffee. I usually get the fucking brick. My neighborhood. People have cars, not me. My car's in the shop in Jersey. So as I'm walking, I listen, and Kevin Brennan is again on Tukey, and I'll tell you why. Because Kevin Brennan is done being a comedian. He's fucking leaning into fucking getting paid to stream, and good for him. Good for him. It's a great side hustle. I love it. I love every fucking dollar I get. I am so thankful for. Oh my God. Hey, Alexa, set an alarm for an hour from now, because if I'm having too much fun, I might overshoot. Let's listen.
All right. I've set an alarm for 2:48 p.m. today.
Thank you. All right.
You're welcome.
I mean, I tried to do, I think I did Tai Chi.
He's lying is what it means. He's a
Kevin's
fat
right. We do have the
fuck.
worst callers, present company included.
Yeah, he's.
And by the way, for your own sanity, ladies and gentlemen, I have a, what did I do? Can you hear that, by the way? Let me make sure. Can you guys hear that? You guys can hear that, right? Rudy Vega, hacka. Thank you, McGuinevere. And we enjoy watching you win at life. You're addicted to black coffee. Your wife is addicted to black guys. See, now, let me just do it. I'm going to edit that a little bit. First, I'm going to say I like it, but don't you think you want to have the black and hard C sound? I mean, you're addicted to black coffee. Your wife is addicted to black cock. Just do it. Even Keanu would have liked it better that way. She loves black cock more than black guys. Wait a minute. Cut that part out. Just do it. You do get what I'm saying. Like, you want the black coffee, black cock. Black guys? No. And black cock's a harder hit. I want you to type it again. Just do it. But thank you so much. I'm not really paying attention. Get that AI out. Yeah. Bravo. Couldn't agree more. Disable that chat. Delta Dabbler, were you someone? You came out of nowhere. I love this fucking guy. Yeah. Oh, dude. Guillermo Castillo. And now I'm falling into the poor chat. And I trust me, I just call it poor chat because that's the lingo. I love you guys. Poor chat away. Fucking I do shows in the studio Tuesday and Wednesday where there's no chat, and I love staring at the camera, but it's a nice little discussion. Now my mouth is getting dry. I need a little bum tea. Black Silk, best coffee by far, pound for pound. Am I wrong, Guillermo Castillo? That's good bum tea. I wish EK, I wish EK and Mr. White were here. So, by the way, Curtis John tells us Cleveland, Tennessee is approximately 25 miles north of Chattanooga, Tennessee. Thank you. Anal and going to a gay wedding. Yes, who, what, why? W's for everyone. Now, so as I was saying, I wanted to make sure you can hear this. Can you hear this? You can. Okay, wait, hold on. So you can hear it, right? All right, hold on. I'm gonna make sure you can hear it. No one told me if they could hear it or not. That's how I wound up in the poor chat. The free chat. I'll call it free chat. Sorry. All right, let's get back to this shit. Let me know you can hear it.
Yeah, I consider myself one of your terrible callers.
You are. Stevie Lou, are you still there?
I'm here to plug Jaw Teeth, which is tonight, which is the day Geno Bisconti got his jaw broken. I'll be doing a special show starting at 6 p.m. I'm here on the great Tuki El Harible show to plug it.
Oh, that's fantastic. So today is Jaw Team.
Now, it's at this point where I'm like, oh my God. Because these people like Kevin and people like Kevin and Chad are so broken. And you'll see it in this call. They can't talk to people. They don't debate. They just want your fucking money and to shit on people to feel better about themselves because Kevin Brennan's brain is so broken and mushy, he becomes more and more insulated. Let's listen. So this is when goink, 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 Geno calls in. Let's take a listen.
Yeah.
Anyone that dabbles, you know what? I'm sure anyone that dabbles heard this by now because you watched this show. It's a great show, but dabbling. Here we go.
And also, I love your, I don't really like things, but I love your July.
Yes, that we're gonna watch Shuli's special Call of Shuli Israeli Funny on July weekend.
Because I was never.
Hold on. Losing this live feed whenever you switch screens. I got to shout out to my boy, Mr. White. Fucking, I'm drinking the bum tea out of an actual Ricotta container. Who loves? Thanks for the two. Who loves you like I do, Mr. White? It was a great segment, Geno. And J-Dub, I'd love your thoughts on this. Thank you so much. Even though, once again, I'm on a gifted. Fuck it, Geno's fun. Thank you, Delta. Oh, yeah, that's right. You got gifted by our boy Angelo, who gifted me many a fine cigar. So knock yourself out, Delta Dabbler. So shout out, EK. Excuse me. Shout out, Mr. White. Love you. Love you, buddy. Okay, getting back to this. By the way, if you're wondering who that is, that's Chris Kattan in the picture. They were talking about Chris Kattan. So now Kevin Brennan knows where he fucking belongs, okay? Kevin Brennan knows he can't do stand-up. Why? Because he proved it to himself when Kevvy Brenny 2026 humiliated the legacy of Kevvy Brenny 2019